As you know, we've got a number of residents who are very passionate about their gardening. I've got to say sometimes they perhaps ought to be a little bit more discerning about the setting sun. Because when you're talking about emergency services, one of our residents a couple of weeks ago was out gardening probably a little too late in the day and enjoying it, and unfortunately, as she was heading back to turn her hose off, tripped and ended up flat on the ground.
God.
Now, the reassuring aspect of this was that she immediately pressed her personal emergency response button.
She was wearing it.
She was wearing it. So, Glennis, when we talk about should we be wearing it,
No.
it's the thing is we never know when we need it.
Oh, that's right.
So she pressed the personal emergency response system. Now, she was outside her villa, so she couldn't, as you know, the phone cuts in immediately, you press that button. The reassuring thing for her was that whilst she couldn't talk to the phone, because whilst there was a registered nurse on the other end, the fact that the registered nurse knew that it had been alerted and this resident could hear the nurse talking was reassuring for the resident. She also was then made aware that because she was still on the ground, or they couldn't actually get her to confirm that she was okay, immediately the ambulance service was called.
Okay.
Within a very short period of time, the ambulance were there. At that stage, the person who was on the other end of the personal emergency response system was able to check that the ambulance was on site and then ceased the telephone communication.
This is the life that's looking good to me. This is the place, I'm sure you'll agree. Live life in riches. This is the life.